Hey everyone, this is part 2 of my Kizumonogatari reaction. So, in the first part, we met Shinobu, who was not yet known as Shinobu, but like Kishot. She was a little bit banged up, got pretty seriously injured. Araragi freaked out just a little bit, but after some persuading, he was willing to help her out. Of course, he didn't quite have enough blood for her to get fully back on her feet, but enough for her to not die, so it's good enough, you know. So, basically, he found out about how she got her limbs taken by some evil vampire hunters and just left her to die. And he's became a vampire himself and is gonna go find them and get her limbs back. That's the idea. Of course, he can. Of course, you might ask, "Hey, how can he defeat people that she couldn't defeat?" Well, he just has to fight them one on one. You know, when they're separated from each other. So naturally, he ran into all three of them at once. But luckily, Mehmet was able to help him out. So nothing too bad came of that. And that's actually his first meeting ever with Mehmet, who said his famous line. It's like the first line that Araragi ever heard from him. The whole, you're so... I can't remember exactly what it is, but something about, you sure are excited. Did something good happen? That line. You'd think I'd remember better what the exact line is, but I think different translators translate it differently, but it's the same idea gets across. But basically, we have our plan. Mehmet's going to help with it as best he can as a neutral party, I think he said he was. So now we gotta basically, one by one, find these guys and get the limbs back. Although I think Mehmet was the one that was gonna come up with some sort of plan to get them separated from each other. I don't think he elaborated on what that is exactly just yet, but we should find out soon enough. So now that Mehmet's on our side, I think we got this. We just gotta get it done. And Araragi should be quite a bit more powerful now than he is in Bakemonogatari. So, because right now he's a real vampire. So we should be able to do pretty well, even if he's a beginner, well, a noob vampire, I guess I should say. He still could probably take on a vampire hunter, if he like catches them off guard and, if you have something in their eye, But anyway, let's just gonna do it and see how this goes. 3, 2, 1, play. Well, I guess we already in front of one of them. I think that's Tsurugi. Yeah, if he's that tall, that's probably who that is. Okay. Okay, so it's kind of like a duel. Hmm. Okay. It seems very formal. Okay, I guess we're already into it, so... Oh, that bucket of water and everything looks so beautiful, doesn't it? Although it might do a flashback now to how we got there. Quite possibly. Unfortunately, I do not have any water. This is empty because currently the tap water is no good right now, so... That's unfortunate, but we can survive. Oof. You don't seem very excited there. What exactly are you reading? You're going by too quickly. Okay, no need to lose your temper. Really? But he's a vampire hunter. How does that work? The other hunters not hunt him? Are you giving him a lot? Ow. Well, I mean, if you put it like that. Hmm, very good question. Sounds like a conflict of interest to me, but getting really up in that lap, aren't you there? Oh, Hanakawa, she found us. And she's out in the middle of the night. Yeah, that's what she associates with him. But he remembers. He might not see it again, but he remembers. Well, that's not true. I think you may have broken him. Of course, he wasn't a vampire last time he met you. You're a terrible liar. Yeah, make sure he can't forget. Well, understandable. Wow, he is red. Yeah, that's where your eyes focused, I believe you. Very interesting music. It really is, isn't it? Not where my eyes would be at all. But it's the middle of the night. Do you not consider that weird? So he really was practicing throwing. That is that a strategy? Just throw things at Drama Tsurugi? But it makes sense if you can keep a distance, just throw rocks at him and keep backing up. I'm not sure I would translate that as random, but well, I mean, if you put it like that. This is interesting background music. I learned that being a vampire has its drawbacks. Really? Why? That's surprising. I thought you knew everything. Of course she was just being humble. I don't know what that means. Oh, well that explains it. I don't know a word of Russian. He's probably not. Yeah, don't use words you don't know the meaning of. She said it. She said it again. I think you might be starting to fall for this girl. That's very true. How unexpected about Aragi. I mean, I got some suggestions. That's a hard question. We kill all the bullies. I think that would work, right? It's a simple solution, but it works, right? She probably should, but does she want to? That's the question. Well, I don't know if you can really go home. Yeah, there are monsters out, don't you know? Yeah, what if the vampire wants to bite your neck and suck your blood and look under your skirts at the inside of the skirts? You never know. Vampires are tricky like that. Should I be worried about you, Hanakawa? Well, you might be surprised. Get your blood drank and you die, or become a vampire. Uh, yeah, you don't end up like Araragi. Who helped a complete stranger now has a big burden on his shoulders. I suppose, but maybe you should stop reading Twilight. Well, you're talking to somebody that has first-hand experience actually dealing with a vampire, for one thing. A bit of a different perspective, a little bit. A little bit harsh. A moment ago, but then you brought the vampire stuff. That didn't help anything. Assets? What? Yeah, I didn't think it was. This really did take a turn, didn't it? Poor Hanakawa. He didn't really do anything to deserve this. You were so happy to get her number, if I remember correctly. How do you use this thing again? That was so cute. I remember that. Don't do it, Hararagi. That's uncalled for. But I get what he's doing. He's trying to drive her away to protect her. I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing, but still, it's hard to watch. Hanakawa really just wants to be friends with him. Maybe more. Wow, that shot. That was one continuous shot. Maybe you should show him the inside of your skirt. That might change things. Yeah. Beautiful animation, but I feel too bad for her to appreciate it. Yeah, he did talk about that before, didn't he? How he thought friends were weaknesses and all that, but... eh. So now we'll stand in the rain. Okay, I just want to see where the throwing comes into play in this fight. That's what I'm most curious about right now. Probably put on some proper shoes. Versus Drama Tsurugi. And he is a big man, isn't he? Oh, he would be so intimidating. Especially if he's a vampire, so I don't know if he doesn't even have that advantage. Well, Araragi, let's see your plan. Oh, start off with a kick. Oh god! He just kicked his arm off. I needed that. What is with you people and stealing limbs anyway? How am I supposed to punch you with one less arm? Yeah, that's gotta sting a little bit. At first thought he just like pretended to kick him as like an intimidation thing. Because didn't really hear much of an impact, but just his arm clean came off. Man, this guy could break me in half with his like 2 fingers. Hopefully we can reattach that thing. Yeah, I was about to say, running in the rain is probably not a smart move. I want to get that arm back. Ow. Damn. Damn. Oh, man. The animation's so amazing, it's almost distracted. Ooh. This poor classroom. Good thing there's no students here. Ow. Come on, Araragi, you're not being very dignified in this fight at all. This is a very scrappy performance by you. And leaving a trail, so... yeah, I hope he did that on purpose, because that's... he's not gonna get away if he leaves a trail. I guess he couldn't have done much to not do that, to be fair, but still. Well, yeah, but he didn't really sign up for this. So, are we gonna reattach the arm or does it grow back? I'm not really sure. His kiss shots didn't grow. Oh god, that's a little bit creepy. Like a sound. It's like a baby or something. Oh, it definitely is a baby sound. Oh, it's so weird. Okay, we did piccolo it. So, I guess if Kisha had enough blood, she could probably do that, but... but she doesn't have it, so she has to get it back. Get hers back. She can't just regrow them. I mean, but yeah, Piccolo grows his arm back too, but it didn't make baby sounds. That was so weird. I guess it makes sense because it's like a new arm, a newborn baby arm, I guess is what they were going for there, but it was so weird. This isn't gonna work, is it? Oh, we actually got him down. I'm a little bit surprised. Oh god, yeah, both of them. Why do they evaporate? Well, now that you've been thoroughly disarmed, what do you do now? Kinda forgot he had those arm blades. This just seems like such a mismatch. I'm not sure if Kishshot knew what she was talking about when she said Araragi could take them 1v1. Because this just does not seem feasible. This entire fight, Araragi just been trying not to die. Oh, there we go. Got him back not too long. Well, not the best escape plan, but... come on, Araragi, what is your plan exactly? I haven't seen much evidence of one. If you have a plan, this would be a good time to bring it out. Yeah, he's still coming. You did not lose him, so... okay, finally the throw-in comes into play. We're gonna throw baseballs. So, let's see if that practice pays off. Well, that didn't do much at all. Maybe try harder, or better. Okay, this is not doing anything. Araragi, oh god. Okay, that seemed a bit better. Maybe we should have started with that. Boom! Right in the eye. It was so good you had to do that instant replay. Yeah, that definitely did more than the baseball. Oh. Ouch. So, how do you like that? The crowd goes wild at Araragi's amazing throw. Will he go pro? Who knows? Apparently baseball. Really? So we're gonna give us a limb back now? Okay, so that is very special. Yeah, getting it back in like a minute is pretty impressive. I guess so. It seemed pretty one-sided for a while, but I guess that's because Araragi never really went on the offensive very much. Okay, just give us the leg or whatever you have, so... That's all we want. We don't really want to kill you. We just need our stuff back. Well, where is it? What'd you do with it? Is it in your pocket? At least the rain cleared up. Hanakawa, didn't we drive you away? Did you, wait, did you see any of that? Seriously, Hanakawa, did you see any of that? This is important. Also, are you still mad at me? That depends. What did you see? Well, she saw enough. Not much to say. I'm a vampire, I fought another vampire. Ain't nothing worse than a cute girl wanting to be your friend. So annoying. Stupid Hanakawa being so smart. Can't really say much to that. I don't know how much you can really help. I don't think that's true at all. You tell him. Yeah, you can't hide that. What assets are you even talking about? Such a weird excuse. For what? Oh. He's trying to say body, but I don't know. He's just... If you were after her body, you wouldn't be trying to drive her away. Not a bad offer. Really? Really? Okay, I got my screenshot button ready. Okay. She's pretty reasonable. Will she really do it though, or is she just messing with him? That's what I want to know. I got my screenshot button ready just in case. We're getting there. We're getting there. Come on, a little bit further. Oh. she really did it. Okay. Yeah, yes, I can, actually. That... Yeah, if you want to, I won't stop you. I just can't believe she really did it. I appreciate it, sure, but just a little bit surprising. You are very nice, though, so... Definitely, it was effective. Is that how most friendships get started? I'm just kind of curious. I would go on and make more friends if that was the case. So is the leg in there? Yep. That's the leg. So does she just kind of like, eat it? uh, just give it to her. Oh, that's so gross, so weird. Yeah, she's not just gonna stick it on. She already has legs, of course. So surely she'd have to just like eat it, right? Yeah. Why would you eat it that way? You want to? No. You want it that way so it goes down better. That is so weird. I don't... Why? Just... Why? Why would you eat it sideways like that? My cheeks hurt just looking at that. I remember. Yeah, I just figured because she doesn't have enough blood. But... Yeah. She probably regenerated limbs a lot before you got to her. Yeah, they dissolved. So that was weird. I do want an explanation on that. Why did his dissolve and hers did not? Is it just a power difference? Yes, if you know the answer to this, Mehmet, please tell us. Alright. Well, I know a couple parts I'd probably want to use for myself. Yeah, episode and guillotine cutter is still out there. Well, he doesn't become completely human, of course, but... he becomes mostly human. Yeah, how could you doubt a vampire that you met, like, yesterday? Well, she owes her life to him as well. Just saying. Yeah, she did go pretty far there to save him. You would know that in her weakened state. So, are you more powerful now? You do look a little bit older. I think Araragi approves. Very nice. You look amazing. Much better than before. Much longer hair. But yeah, I do think Araragi likes it. Just kind of the impression I get. I think she likes being in her new body too. Seems very happy. Or at least, you know, playful. So, Hanakawa, how long until you get kidnapped by one of the remaining vampire hunters? 'Cause I'm pretty sure I remember that from the preview. Although I could have just been misinterpreting what I was hearing. And she's asleep, like a cat. Sleeping like a cat. Oh, so cute. I suppose. The fair points. Although she did technically run into one now, so. Okay. Exactly. That's what I was saying. She didn't get to see them eventually. You found the vampire. Congrats. Be careful, that's how you run into snails. A bit of a difference in perspective here. Aragi can't really go home if he wanted to because he's a vampire now. And Hanakawa who doesn't really want to go home. I think I said as much earlier, there's really not much you could do to help in this situation. I guess that's helpful. Somebody to go shopping for us, a gopher. In front of you? I can't do that. That'd be so embarrassing. You know, even though you showed me your underwear earlier. So. Okay. Alright. How considerate. Well, you know. And here we go, a little bit of Araragi-based fan service for Hanakawa's enjoyment. Araragi is quite ripped, so... Let me take a picture. I was just gonna say. Getting pretty close there, Hanakawa. Well, I'm sure the vampire-ness probably had an effect there. What if I turned into a vampire if I lose my pot belly? Because I gotta room you too. That face. That sounds pretty good. So, can you buy me next kiss shot? Ooh. uh-huh. Yes, just the perfect human form. Dynamic. Wow, just out with that question. Yeah, I didn't think so. Bit of an overreaction, though. Right. Okay. Well, you're in no position to say that when you're the one that was holding him up. So now he can touch your belly next, right? Good job. A little bit awkward. Not all you can do. You're a pretty good motivation booster as well. I think it might have been a bit much for Hanakawa, who's living out her Twilight fantasies right now. Well, you could show me your panties again. That would be nice. But like from the back this time. If you're up for it, go for it. Yeah, it's nice to have things clean if we can. Oh, oh, right. Yeah, that was. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Oh, no. Uh. Well, this took a turn. Why do you keep waking up for these moments? Well, the Hanakawa, you can look at it too if you want to. I really completely forgot about that. But yeah, that is what he went out for. Oh no, she's putting the pieces together. Well, we always love glasses girls. Oh no. Oh god. That would be so embarrassing. Half vampire. I just like how the strap just keeps like sliding off. I always enjoy that in anime. Oh god! What? Uh, okay, good, I guess. Just the things she casually does. Yes, that's the struggle of being a half. Remember, Inuyasha had the issue. But I had no idea so many vampire hunters were vampires. Okay, so in other words, he's not going to surrender as easily as Drama Tsurugi did. And clearly, episode's up next. Guess we'll save Guillotine Cutter for last. Man, you just jiggle so much when you run, don't you, Harakawa? I mean, she jiggles when she walks. Hey, Araragi's got a pretty good throw. I still can't believe she just stabbed her head like that and play with her brain just to remember something. Weak? He's pretty strong. Well, you're his enemy, so that naturally makes you a bad guy. That's how it works. The episode seems to have like a lot of issues, so let's get started. He's defeated one vampire hunter, so assuming they're all around the roughly the same strength, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to defeat him as well. But you gotta actually hit him though, which may be harder than I thought. If he can move that fast. Maybe we could break his cross, it'll demoralize him. But if he hates vampires, that makes sense why he has a giant cross as a weapon. So how good are you at dodging, Nararagi? Guess we'll find out in a second. Oh, the answer is not very good. Oh, damn, just destroyed half the block. Good thing you can heal pretty quickly. However, it's possible injuries from the cross heal more slowly. Yes, I'm aware of what the cross symbolizes. Well, at least it didn't do too much damage to him, but As long as he can move that fast, that's a problem. I don't know how we deal with that. But I really don't like episode at all. I kind of like Trauma Tsurugi, but not episode. He just, yeah. But of course, the fight's similar in the sense that our Aragi's still running a lot. Okay, I get it. Is that a cross or a boomerang? Oh god. Ow. Maybe we should like get indoors or something. Although it might be worse if they collapse the building on him. I don't know what he should do. But this isn't working, clearly. Maybe we could like get behind him and have the cross hit him. And you really shouldn't be here, Hanakawa. Yeah, this is why you shouldn't be here. Oh, God. Oh, that looked really bad. That's why I said you shouldn't be here. Do you have any band-aids on you? Or several? I don't know how she survives that. I don't think that's going to help. uh... This is a prequel, so of course I know she survives this, but still, that looks really bad. I think you may have pissed him off, though. That may have been a mistake on your part. Okay, yeah, he's motivated now. Come on, Aragi, beat this guy up. Okay. That'd be so fun to be able to do. Boom. Well, not sure what that accomplished, but it was cool. Don't ask me science questions. Oh, is he like short-circuiting? Well, we actually got him. Okay, yeah, I think you may be... Ooh, getting to see some of Aragi's rage here. I didn't even kill him yet, so what do you mean? And how long have you been here? I don't... I don't think killing a criminal that tried to kill your friend makes you no longer human. Well, yeah, but you seem to be implying that that's good enough. Yeah, what he did to Hanakawa was not okay. He did nothing to wrong that guy, aside from be there. Well, then you should know why he's so upset. Uh, well, I'm sure if you saved her, he would have compensated you later. I'm sure he'd be willing to. Okay, let's not negotiate upwards. Okay. So we headbutt Hanakawa to make her better? That guy... I saw it coming like a second before it happened, but... So yeah, I guess we could just do that. And it will save her without turning her into a vampire somehow. That looks so just... so gross, but if it saves her, then it's of course worth it. I'm not gonna get used to the head poking thing. She wakes up and there's blood everywhere, some of it hers, some of it his. Is that a serious question? Yes. He wanted to see more than just what he saw before, so. Well, that's 2 down. So did we get a limb from him or oh well, I guess we did. She seems to be filling out a bit more. Getting a little bit too big for her clothes, it seems like. Yeah, we may need to get you a different outfits. Probably. Whew. Although you don't have to. God damn it, birds, get out of the way. And she's already got new clothes. Yay. Been going through a lot of growth spurts this movie. I think I like the previous form better, but this is fine too. Well, that's good. Can you fight the last one yourself now? Exactly, that's exactly what I was saying. Or at least work together. What? But you're mostly back to normal. Fine. Okay, so episode definitely was stronger than... So there is a power scaling here, okay. Makes sense. Then why is he so powerful? What makes him so scary? Okay. A fair question. Oh wow, he took 2 limbs. No need to make excuses. Destiny, okay? But this is Kizumonogatari. Gotta be a Kizu. Okay, I guess that was kind of cute. Just wanted to see your scar. You know. I would love one. You have a salami sandwich on you. What kind of person Person passes up a sandwich made by a cute girl. Okay. Having fun there, Hanakawa? Diet Cola. I thought only fat people drank diet soda. That's what I've heard. As long as we're having fun. Okay, that's just wasteful. It's like a cola commercial or something. Yeah. Haruagi hasn't drank any blood, has he? Are you not hungry? I guess it explains why he doesn't want the sandwich, because I guess a vampire wouldn't eat that. I think he wants something else. A different type of food that's in the same spots. Can I suck your blood? Of course, because he's been saying things like that for a while, this movie. They picked a really good spot to have a little picnic. Yeah, I noticed, and that water is so beautiful. Well, I don't blame you at all. But yeah, you really should not be in the fight scenes, Hanakawa, seriously. That's a mistake. Well, you did end up bleeding because of it, so. Uh, hmm. It's pretty crazy, all of this. And I almost got you killed. Yeah, that's kind of the important thing. I mean, considering you two have not known each other all that long, it is kind of surprising that she wants to be so involved in this whole really dangerous thing. That is really a confusing thing. She keeps just like doing these little runaway things. Nothing wrong with some of that. No, but we like you anyway. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Well, that's true. Yeah, so are we gonna put an end to Hanakawa's involvement in this? Yes, wait for me at the place I'm going to definitely return to after I complete my mission. Some honesty from him. Not trying to drive her away like he did before. What? When did you become a robot? I usually it's like Doki Doki. Yeah, we couldn't have that. I think this is the first time he's ever really interacted with a woman, so yeah, the other girls don't come into Bakemonogatari. Yeah, gotta bring that up. And the animation on that grass is just woof. Are you gonna show him again, or? Oh wow, okay. You're just gonna give him a souvenir. I can't say I follow the logic here, but I'll follow it. Okay. That I think she's a keeper. I think most guys do. No, no, I want it. Just give it here. I never said no. Yeah, I never said no. If you're offering, I'll take it. uh, yes, I'll be more than happy to hold on to it for you. Wow. I like when he says it after he gets a hold of it. It's understandable. Okay, Kazuma. Finders keepers. But I'm definitely keeping those, though. That's non-negotiable. He tried to play it off as cool as he could, but she still wants them back. Yes, run. Run all the way home when you're in Nopon. That makes sense. Trust me, I'm already thinking about that. I guess they each have their dangerous mission to go on. I would love to watch her get it home like this. The skirt's honestly not even that short, so it shouldn't be that much of a worry. Like, I've watched a lot of anime, I've seen much shorter skirts than that. So can we follow her adventure? That's the one I care about more right now. You know, that scene lasted a lot longer than I thought it would, but it was pretty good. Especially the last couple minutes. Oh, I don't want to hear Meme say that. That's very concerning. What? Uh, and she's Nopon too. That's gotta suck. And it's a very windy day, no less. So much for keeping her safe. Well, that's easier said than done. But again, she's fine in Bakemonogatari, so please don't squeeze that hard. Or at least lift her up higher. One of the two. Well, don't feel too proud of yourself. Yeah, we need to beat this guy, definitely. Bite him. Bite his hand. Kick him. You say that, but I think this will have to wait till the next part. Can't do that. I'm not sure how we're gonna get out of this one. Unless Meme or Kishot helps. How could you possibly laugh in this situation, you scumbag? Oh. What did he just do? Just... Okay, apparently he's pretty fast. Take advantage of his eyes being closed. Okay, I'm a little bit confused, but this is cool. Oh, damn, like how... Oh, he's actually making a full-on tree? How... Is that a vampire thing? And why is he running around the street while this is happening? I'm a little bit confused on that. But it's cool, that's what matters. Okay, sure. Well, looks like we got our own cross now. And the birds finally have somewhere to hang out, so... I guess that problem was resolved more sooner and more easily than I expected. Well, sure, but at least Tanaka was okay. And that's it. Ugh. Are credits gonna start rolling, or as long as I see is darkness. Anything at all gonna pop up, or anything? Okay, there's the credits. I knew that would show up eventually. See, there's like... Oh wow, there's like 6 minutes or something left on this. That's crazy. Well, that's fine. I can just do my after video discussion while this plays. Gotta turn the volume down. So, that was the second parts of the Kizumonogatari movie. And this one definitely had more action in it than the first one, I would say. Because the first one didn't really have any straight-up battle in it. Like, yeah, I don't think it really did. I mean, there was like a damage done because like the sun and stuff on Araragi, and a fight that happened off screen in regards to Kishon, but not really actual fighting like this part did. Because this one we completely completed the fights of drama Tsurugi and episode, and did maybe completed the fight with guillotine cutter. I don't know. We got Hanakawa back and like got him all tied up. I don't think that's the end of that fight. I would kind of doubt it, but at least it's been started. But anyway, yeah, Araragi, he ran into Hanakawa, which kind of complicated things. Because, you know, when he first met her, he gave some spiel about how he doesn't want friends and other weaknesses and all that. And now that he's in this position of being a vampire and involved in this conflict, he especially doesn't want any friends to be involved, and they even more of a weakness because, as you can see with the situation with Guillotine Cutter, they can be kidnapped and used against you. So if you're like a shonen protagonist in an anime or whatever, then friends are definitely a weakness. So I guess you could say it was kind of foreshadowing that a little bit. But yeah, his first opponent was was Drama Tsurugi, and he wasn't that big of a deal in hindsight, in retrospect, because he really just nowhere near as powerful as Araragi. He's a vampire, but a much lower level one. Clearly, he has more experience, but didn't make much of a difference. The fight looked really one-sided initially, but I guess it was just because Araragi's not very experienced. He's just kind of running away a lot, and just I think if Araragi went full offensive, that fight would have been much shorter. So we found out what he used the baseball guide for, just to throw balls at his face. That's all it really was in the end. So not too surprising, I guess. I was expecting, I don't know, something a bit more of a surprise about what he was gonna throw. Like maybe he was gonna throw him, at something. I don't know. I'm not sure what I really expected, but just straight up throwing baseballs was not too much of a surprise. Of course, the baseballs didn't do much. He threw something else. I don't know what they're called off the top of my head, but they did quite a bit more damage. And he gave up pretty soon after Araragi started to actually hurt him. He's like, "No, I give up. I don't want to get any more hurts. Unlike you, I can't sprout arms back in like 10 seconds." And yeah, that's the thing. Araragi can do that. His arms dissipate if they are severed. But when they come back, they make this like baby sound, and it was just duh. It only really happened the first time, but still, it was so disturbing. But the episode definitely had a few disturbing aspects, like stabbing your head to remember something. A little bit much. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a show I used to watch a long time ago, called Sabrina the Teenage Witch. They had this thing called, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it was basically like memory floss. Like you would use it, and you would help to learn things or remember things or something like that. It reminded me a little bit of that concept. But, just, yeah. And Hanakawa, he tried to drive Hanakawa away so she wouldn't be involved in the conflict, but she didn't listen. So she got involved and ended up getting pretty hurt as a result. But luckily, he could just bleed on her and it's all fine. But Hanakawa really is, she really is tough, isn't she? She almost died, severely injured and all that. Wakes up, all blood around her, Araragi on top of her, and she just makes, some lighthearted comments about it. Yeah, she's pretty tough for a human, I would say. But luckily, he was able to save her. Because it would have been pretty upsetting if she had died, which we obviously knew she wouldn't because this is a prequel, but still, not fun to watch any of that, for sure. And then episode, not much to say there. He's half vampire, hates vampires. Araragi got pretty injured in that fight, but, well, I don't know if he got... I think he may have actually been less injured than he was in the fight with Drama Tsurugi. But anyway, once Sonic got injured, he definitely got some payback against him. My voice is definitely starting to go on me. It's a nice tree. I mean, if you're willing to show and give him your panties, I think you can forgive anything. Okay, that's a little bit harsh. Okay. I can't even imagine the context of that. I had no idea Hanakawa was such a lewd girl until I watched this movie. Okay. I can't even guess about the context of that. But it should be fun. Yeah, anyway, I said most of what I wanted to say. Guillotine Cutter's clearly the strongest. He's a pain to fight because he kidnapped Hanakawa, but we already dealt with that, so no real issue there. However, Tadaragi's talking about giving up his humanity. I don't know exactly what he's talking about with that. Like, when Memes said to do that, I thought he just meant that he would have to be okay with letting somebody die. But, this doesn't seem like that's what he meant at all. So, I'm kind of curious exactly to get some more info on that. I guess what he meant was related to the tree powers that he had, because I don't think that's a vampire thing, so maybe that's some sort of monster-like body modification done to himself. I don't know. But yeah, the talk between them at the end, well, not really at the end, in the last third or fourth, between him and Tanakawa in the field was pretty nice. Especially when we got to some of the Pantsu stuff. Just straight up taking them off and handing them to him, being like, "Give these back to me when it's all over, okay?" And then I love how he tried to, like, he wanted to keep them, so he tried to, like, play it off as best he could, make it sound cool, like, you know what, I won't give you these back, but I'll make up my debt to you, or whatever he was saying, you know, trying to really smoothly be able to keep them. And she said, "Yeah, no, give me those back later, okay? You're not keeping them. You're not giving them to your grandchildren as a family heirloom. They're mine, okay? You're just borrowing them." That was pretty great. And they really are a nice pair. And of course, it was also nice to see Shinobu get bigger and bigger as time went by, getting more powerful. Of course, she's still not powerful enough to actually fight, conveniently enough. But I guess it makes sense if Guillotine Cutter took 2 of her limbs. I guess it's a bit more understandable. And yeah, just a lot of great interactions between Hanakawa and Araragi in this movie, this part for sure. Hanakawa has some pretty good reactions to various things. And I'm always a little bit surprised by things she's willing to do. That's definitely interesting as well. But yeah, my voice is pretty much dead, so I think I'll call it here. Anyway, it was a good part of an overall good movie. I very much enjoy it, so hopefully the next and final part's good as well. So I'll see you then in like a week. So bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.